Oh yeah, hey everyone, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and my name is Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of this apocalyptic, sad, scorched landscape that used to be the comic book industry. What happened? What happened to comics, everyone? What happened? I don't know. World's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. Let me get this stuff together here. Somebody alerted me that I had a zombie live stream going. I didn't know that. I tried to start up a live stream, and it didn't really work. So I, assumed that was that. Let me see here. Can I get it? Are you guys even here? Is this working? How come I can't call it up on my how come I can't see you guys? Are you guys here? Are you guys with me? Hold on. This is spooky. This is too spooky for me. This is just too spooky for me. Oh, here it is. Here you guys are. Yes. Kind of. All right, yeah. Here's the thing, guys. I don't have internet. I do not have internet. Mr. CPU says, you didn't let me finish your video. Oh, no. Were you watching my video about, Natalie Portman? Yeah. That is unfortunate. I'm dying laughing at that. Oh, my God. All this futurist female stuff is hilarious. This is the new thing. They tried this out on Star Wars. It didn't really work. It led to, there was the Forces female, which Kathleen Kennedy tried to propagate. It didn't really work. She had to kind of deny that that's what it meant. I was just wearing a shoe ad. It had nothing to do with Star Wars. It wasn't, I wasn't trying to say that, Star Wars is going to be feminist. It was just a coincidence. Everything is just a coincidence. Everything is just a coincidence. Jalapeno Milk said, thought or. I mean, it's like he wrote Thor, but like thought in there. And he said, is going to be so hard. Yeah, I've seen some people already calling it whore, which I don't think is nice. You take the T, you replace the T with the W, and it's whore. I don't necessarily think that's appropriate for Natalie Portman. Although there's some pretty funny stuff with her and Moby. I got to find this article because this just, Natalie Portman and Moby is a very strange situation. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. Let me see. Well, I'll be able to read it to you, even if I can't show you, because it was it was unique. Hold on a second. Moby versus Natalie Portman. For some reason, Moby, who some of you may remember as kind of the mediocre kind of pop star. Was he a pop star? He's a techno star. For a short while in the 90s, people were tolerating techno music. There was Moby, there was Fatboy Slim, and Moby claims that he and Natalie Portman dated. I don't know why. I don't know why this is a thing. I have no idea. But he was like, yeah. Me and Natalie Portman, we were a thing. And Natalie Portman comes out just like, no, we weren't. Dude, what are you talking about? I never dated you. I never dated you, she says. And then there was a spat about it. Moby accuses Natalie Portman of lying as the two spar over dating claims. In his book, Then It All Fell Apart, Moby claims to have had a romantic relationship with Natalie Portman, which she denies. I love it, dude. Moby looks like a penis with glasses on. He really does, and that's putting it kindly. I love that this guy says that he dated Natalie Portman, and I love that Natalie Portman denies it. It's magnificent. It's a lot of fun. Stickman says, the only Lady Thor movie I want to see is in a porn parody. Screw this movie. I wouldn't mind. GRP Paul, thanks for $10. Hail Caesar, I'll come back when the war campaign stream is done. But finally you go live when I'm around to drop super chats. May the sun shine on the empire. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Man, I'm telling you, having no internet sucks. I can't even show you this article. I can't show you this article like I want to. I'm unable to. I'm lucky to have an internet connection strong enough to keep this live stream going. So we're going to do our best. If you guys have, this is going to be a limited kind of thing. If you guys have questions, this will be kind of a Q&A. If you have a question for me, I would love to answer it. Tippy Tail McKitty says, stay at a hotel, use their internet. Well, I don't want to do that. But I'm telling you, it's really hot here. Like, it was 100 degrees today, and the swimming pool water is 92 degrees. There's no reason to go in the water. There's no reason. It's bath water. Why would you, like, it's too hot. You don't go in there to be refreshed. There's no point in it. Yeah, Swamp Fox says, what's next? Beyonce is Blade. It's going to happen. All right, let me talk about Moby here first. So, in what's become a he said, she said spat across multiple mediums, Moby, the elder statesman of electronic music, is now accusing actress Natalie Portman of lying and pleading to those on social media for his safety as physical threats from complete strangers emerge. Holy cow. What a bunch of stuff just came in here. Hold on a second, guys. Couple of super chats. Holy shiz, he lives, says Froglick Van Happenstance. Hail Caesar. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here. Steve Fernald says, what was the temp in New Jersey today? 103 at Cape Cod. About the same. Horrible. And we're lucky to still have air conditioning. I'm hearing like a lot of our friends have lost their air conditioning. We have 2 air conditioners in this house, and you need it. It's a big house. So far everything's okay. I'm bringing everyone down to the basement. It's coolest down here. Mark C says, saw a San Diego Comic-Con crowdfunding panel. When asked who helped them with their campaigns, it's nice that those who benefited from your channel do not thank you. I noticed that. I posted that on Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, I posted that on Twitter. I have to say, I was disappointed. And I guess I shouldn't be. I don't really deserve thanks for this. Comicsgate to me is really, really important. I know some people don't think it's important, but it's important to me. I see it as the only answer. Mobilizing a lot of creative people and attracting a customer base and creating an industry that would thrive outside of the industry that SJWs have killed. It's important to me. I don't need it. I mean, I guess, I could kind of put Comicsgate aside if I wanted to, and I could just be all about me. I could just be all about me all day long. Sell my book, sell Cyberfrog, sell Rainbow Brute to you guys. I'm sure that I would make a lot of money. It's not, I don't need it. I don't need Comicsgate. It's not really, it's not something that I personally need. But I need to do it because I think it's important. I think it's important that I take whatever clout that I have, that I've gathered, that I've earned, and expend it to try to fight what I consider to be a toxic social movement that's destroying art forms and hobbies and various industries that I care about, pop culture industries that I care about, that formerly were prosperous. I care about Comicsgate. And maybe I care a little bit too much, but I do. It really is important to me. I don't know if that makes me, a figure of fun or something goofy. I don't know if people respect that or not, but I guess I don't really care. It is something that I want to do. And I see people who are in trouble all the time. I meet comic book pros who have been kicked around and abused by social justice warriors, and I just want to help them. And Comicsgate's a force and a movement that can actually help a lot of people prosper. So and survive this and do well and get on your own feet again and have pride. So I don't know. I don't do it for thanks, but when thanks is noticeably absent, it does. I found out it does kind of hurt my feelings. I don't know. So Congen, thanks for $10. Completely off topic, but have you heard the YouTube ZHC? And what do you think of his drawing skills? I've never heard of him. Interested because I know he wants to do something in the comic industry. Congio, I've never heard of him. I'd love to see his work. I really would. So send him my way if he wants to show me his drawings. Yeah. Okay. So Diversity in Comics Bear says War Campaign has gone from funny to what the f, not really helping anything. Yeah, War Campaign continues to be a topic of conversation that's tossed my way. People say War Campaign is bothering them. Look, when it comes to that, I stand by my original principle that I don't tell other adults what to do. I don't have any control over these people. And by the way, War Campaign is like a big kind of fragmented group of fans. And you would think that like Rokabir Kumar is their leader. Rokabir Kumar has no control over them either, because I've gone to Rokabir Kumar and said, "Hey, can you tell your boys to knock it off?" And he said, "I'll do my best, Caesar, but I don't. They don't listen to me." So it's like they're kind of their own people. But all I can really do is just say publicly what I expect from my fans, or what I hope for from my fans, and just hope that they'll follow along. And some of them, I think, some of my really good fans who are War Campaign do kind of when I say, "Hey, leave people alone, don't harass people." And certainly don't do it in my name. Don't say "Hail Caesar" and then harass people. I don't like it. And then some of them respond kindly and maybe turn around 180 degrees, and I definitely appreciate that. But I don't like to tell other adults what to do, and I don't take responsibility for my fans. I just don't think it's my place. I don't think it's my place to do that. I don't see anyone else who has fan clubs policing their fan clubs. It's an extraordinarily odd position to be put in. But I do what I can, and I hope I want Comicsgate to be a better place. New member, welcome, Donkey. Okay, thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Let's see. Dancing Mike says we need a list of emoji tags. I only know 3. Blackguard 4. I think they're there. I think they're. Aren't they a part of the screen? Can't you see them? All right, Blackguard 4 says, would somebody like Gwendolyn Christie have been a better choice for Femme Thor? Yes. At the very least, a dual role. Portman is Foster, Christie is Thor, a la 70s Hulk. Bad decision regardless by Disney, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. You know, I do agree. I said this in the video that I just made. I said they put Natalie Portman as Jane Foster back before they knew how soy-based and weird everything was going to get at the MCU, or certainly they would have gotten somebody like Gwendolyn Christie to play Jane Foster, knowing that she was eventually going to take the mantle of Thor. But I mean, the normal storytellers, the non-mentally ill storytellers that told that first Thor movie, that went into casting Jane Foster and everything, they had no expectation. How were they supposed to know things were going to get this weird with the MCU? And poor Natalie Portman holding that hammer at San Diego Comic-Con. I've never seen anything so embarrassing in my life. She looked awkward with it. She looked uncomfortable with it. She's like, I got to do this. Yeah, you got to do this. You're playing Jane Foster. You signed a contract to be Jane Foster. You got to be Thor now. She's like, I wouldn't have accepted this role. And you could tell she wouldn't have accepted that role. You want to be Thor? No. It's stupid. Oh my God. It's just absolutely terrible. But this is the way it goes. Cider Hype says, look up there on the top shelf. Is that Superman? Is it the Justice League? No, it's Star Supreme and the Colossals. Star Supreme and the Colossals. John Chidester says, shout out for Graveyard Shift 2, shill for Malin. Yeah, I always do, man. I gotta say, out of all of the Comicsgate projects, John Malin's Graveyard Shift is unquestionably, oh, can I say this? Is this right to say? I don't know if it's right to say. It's my favorite. I like it the best. I think John Malin created the best batch of superheroes and has the coolest idea. I really like Graveyard Shift. I wouldn't mind drawing them at some point. So yeah, Graveyard Shift 2 looks even better than issue 1. I hope you guys are supporting it. John Malin is Comicsgate, by the way. There's some people who are in this movement who are kind of flaky about it. John Malin is not one of them. I really appreciate that. It's like I really appreciate real, honest to God comic skaters. It makes me happy. And people sitting there, going back and forth and going, well, what does this mean? And how come? It's pretty simple. It's hard. It's hard to not understand what Comicsgate is meant to be. It's hard to not understand those principles. You might not agree with them, you know. You might not agree with them, but to argue with them and think that it's something else. It's not a welcoming committee. Comicsgate is just, hey, stop calling the customers Nazis and stop putting your politics. Stop putting divisive things in your comics. That's all. Those two things, you know. So if you can do those two things, then you can be Comicsgate. If you have a problem with those two things, I don't understand. I don't understand why. You want to call your customers Nazis? You want to fill your books with politics? Now maybe you do. Maybe you do. But what are you investigating Comicsgate for? That's like a really important part of what we believe in. And Malin, by the way, gets it. I mean, he just gets it. And I just love that. Raging Golden Eagle says, I hope Natalie Portman is looking forward to the bodybuilder regime she's about to be put on. How could you, bodybuilding? How's it? Like, look, she's in good shape. It's just she's a tiny little thing. She's a minnow of a human being. Bodybuilding is not going to help. Queen Bee's here. She says, you can't take responsibility for what someone else does, just like you can't take credit for someone else's charitable deeds. Most certainly. James Kerr, thanks for $1. Steps in Gold says, at least Brie isn't in phase 4, but grown-up Rambeau is. Haha. So is Brie Larson not going to be in the any more Captain Marvel movies? I mean, that would be nice. That would be a mercy, at least. I don't want any more Brie Larson. She did enough damage. She damaged society and then she left. Carson Depp says Portman made a misandrous joke about hammer envy. Did she really? Okay. Why is it? I was talking to my wife about this. I was just like, why is it that these feminists, they assert? It's a very strange thing that I wish I could find the right words to express this idea. I'm gonna try. Why is it that these feminists assert their femininity, assert powerful women? It's like that. Hey, women should have more power. And that to them translates as being men. They want to do the stuff that men are doing. It's like, I guess we're awesome. I guess men are just awesome. Like these feminists just look at what we're doing. Thor, they want to be Thor. You want to be Thor? But you're not. Oh, okay. Like, why wouldn't they why don't they have their own super powered version of what women should be? It's like their version of what women should be is just, asshole men, like the worst aspects of men. And I'm not saying Thor is that way, but they behave that way. It's like, why do you want to be that way? There's got to be something better about women. There's got to be something uniquely feminine about women that empowers you. Why do you want to behave like men and then take over the roles of men? It's odd. It's like it's as if to say we are imitating you because we really admire you, but we hate you at the same time. Yellow Flash says, me and Tug are streaming at 11 p.m. Join us, Ethan. Oh, yeah. I'll try to, guys. I'll try to. I don't know if I'll be able to, because of the way my internet is, but I will certainly try. Like, this is literally a zombie stream. I can't show anything. I'm just answering questions. I'm just doing a Q&A because I'm basically on an extender. I'm broadcasting with the Wi-Fi from my son's extender, internet extender upstairs in his room, and I don't know how it's working. It's working well enough to keep a live stream going now, thank God. Cross your fingers, knock on wood. Mark C says, can't wait to see Portman after 100 vials of HGH, human growth hormone. Oh, boy. I remember seeing her in The Professional back in the 90s. And she was kind of like she was like Hit Girl. Who's Hit Girl? Chloe, what's her name? She was like that actress in the 90s. She was like a young, like 10-year-old action star girl that you could tell was going to have a big future, and it turns out that she did. I mean, she was really, really good in that movie. The Mighty Thor says, screw Marvel, we'll build our own better Thor. You guys are allowed to do that. For all, I don't know if you watch a lot of diversity in comics videos, but Zach lately has been going off about how excited he is about the public domain. And he's got a little bit of naivete about what the public domain is going to allow him. But one thing that you can do is make your own Thor. Thor is in the public domain. As long as you don't call it the Mighty Thor, okay? As long as you don't, take anything recognizable from Marvel Comics version of Thor, you can do your own Thor book. You can do your own Thor book with Loki in it. All of those characters are in the public domain, so you might as well. I don't know why more people don't do Thor comics. I would just flood the shelves with Thor comics right now. Uh, Kesa says Uncle E uses extends. Nomad says, got my second channel up for Nomad Comics, Ethan. Hey, good. Congratulations. That's exciting. Yeah. I mean, take some of these public domain characters and do something with them. I would. I would love to do that. I mean, Cyberfrog could hang out with Thor. How cool would that be? It would literally be, what if I gave Cyberfrog Thor's hammer? Just like Walt Simonson's Thor, like Throg. That would be awesome. And I could. There's nothing they could do about it. It's in the public domain. Yeah. Thor's copyright expired 3,000 years ago. Pretty much, yeah. Pedicab Avenger says, but why don't you? I don't know. I should. Snarkticon DM, thanks for $5. Says, could have just did a Thor movie with Ragnarok, the robot Thor from the Civil War comics, but no wokeness there. Yeah, it's important that it's important that they bring woke cringe into everything at this point. It's going to get so bad, guys. It's going to get so bad, dude. When Kamala Khan shows up, oh, God. Kamala Khan is going to be death. Mark C says, Simonson built a better Thor. His Ragnarok is awesome. Yeah, Walt Simonson is awesome. Yeah, of course Cyberfrog's worthy of holding Mjolnir. Sean E says, how long can Hollywood continue to destroy themselves? Well, look, I mean, again, we're watching the phases of a Geekergate play out once more, and it's going to happen over and over and over again. And eventually, I think people, if enough voices kind of talk about this and inform people, educate them about the way SJWs operate, I think people will start to understand, and you'll be able to predict this stuff. And this is it's pretty easy to predict. Yeah. Melissa Anderson is not happy about Natalie Portman. She's got a sick emoji there. Matt Becker says, how long till it swings back, EE? I don't know, because we've never really been through this, industry-wide. It seems like everything that SJWs have infested is already kind of destroyed. And we haven't seen anything just completely collapse yet. I mean, the comic book industry is probably the closest thing to collapsing right now. I mean, this San Diego Comic-Con was extremely sad. The things that were being said were sad. I mean, the tenor, the tone, the announcements were all kind of like, what the hell is going on? Like, that was kind of the, oh my God, Dan DiDio just up there like, we don't know what's going on. Why? What can we do differently? I mean, I've never seen the comic book industry like this. It's in its death throes. And even though, like, I predicted it, and I'm sitting here with popcorn, I'm just like, well, we told you guys that this was going to happen. We told you guys, if you continue to tolerate, if you continue to encourage, if you continue to hire and empower social justice warriors, they're going to destroy this entire industry. They're going to destroy your companies. They're going to take it apart. People just don't like it. I mean, that I wish SJWs and I wish these people would realize, that they're the minority. They're a big minority. Normal people don't understand social justice warriors. They're willing. Their first instinct is just to try to do something to get them to shut up. How can we get these screaming idiots to shut up? And when that doesn't work, what do you want to shut up? Oh, you want power in the company? You want a job? You want to work within human resources? And they allow these people to come in. This is one of the phases of a Geekergate. Why? Why does this happen? Because you have social justice warriors who stand outside of your company and they say, oh, this is sexist. This is racist. This is bigoted. You're all bigots. You're all Hitler. You're all Nazis. And normal people look at this and go, how can I get you to shut up? How can I get you to be quiet? Not you, Kat. You don't have to shut up. You could if you wanted to, though. How can I get you to shut up? Oh, I have to give you a job. I have to let you in, and you're going to make changes. Well, we don't want to be called bigots and Nazis and homophobes and sexists. So come on in here and make the necessary changes so that you'll stop calling us names. And then you do. You let these people in. They wreck your company. They make drastic changes that are based on their own whims. They chase away your audience, your customer base. They promise you a new, more woke, sensible audience. They show you pictures of people. They show you pictures of men with man buns, thick spectacles, and braided beards, drinking coffee. These people don't have any money. They show you blue-haired land whales and say, these are woke people. They show you pictures of people with people of color who have colored their hair blue and have nose rings and facial piercings. This is your more sensitive current. These people are woke. They have this sensitive. They're wonderful. They're going to come in. They're going to be much happier that you have opened your mind. And then these people don't have any money. You know this. You know this instinctively. When you see these people, you know they're broke. You wouldn't hire them. You wouldn't hire any of these people. Surely you know that when you look at them. So if you know instinctively that you wouldn't hire any of these people, that these SJWs who you've accidentally hired, oh, wait a second, that might be a contradiction of terms. You've hired SJWs who are telling you, who are promising you that they're going to get you an audience, a new customer base full of people who you know cannot possibly have any money. Oh man, how do people fall for this every single time? They chase away your customer base, everything collapses, and then they kind of shrug and go, well, it's probably for the best. You were a dinosaur. You were outmoded because you were racist. James Kerr says, Thor Love and Thunder sounds like an adult film. That better not be what it's called. Finn Frog says, allowing temper tantrums to control adults is one way to aid and abet psychopaths. Razdoc says, it's not phase 4, it's stage 4. Yeah, it's cancer. Donnie Cates is defending the new Thor movie. I don't know what Donnie Cates' problem is. I prefer Donny Osmond. I do prefer Donny Osmond. Where's Donny Osmond these days? The Donnie Marie came to Atlantic City. I told Andrew I would take her. We never went. Snarkticon DM says, bring back Odin and replace Hopkins with Cecil. Bring back Odin. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, with the Thor movie. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Cat, what the holy hell? I have a cat again, and this cat is running all over my office like a lunatic, just knocking things off the desk. Cat, if you cannot behave yourself, Lily, your name is Lily. If you cannot behave yourself in my office, I'm going to have to remove you, take you upstairs, and put you in the kitchen. There are plenty of nice, soft places for you to lay down here. Go lay down over there. Finn Frog says, allow. Oh, I read that one already. Sorry for you guys had to listen to me discipline my cat there. Sorry, but somebody has to tell this cat. Cracklin says, idea for a SJW weapon, a gun that turns anyone shot into Hitler, sort of like a ray gun on the tick. Oh, interesting. These are all good ideas. I have to admit. You guys are all geniuses. John Chidester says, I grew up in Kenya and preaching is for the pulpit. Did you grow up in Kenya? Really? Oh, fascinating. I have not seen the Cats trailer, no, but I've heard some hilarious things about it. I don't have internet. I'm stuck. I'm in real trouble. Sci-Fi says, turn on the camera and throw the cat over your shoulder. I saw that. I saw that girl do that. The cat was in front of her. She just threw the thing over her shoulder. Here's the thing. Cats land on their feet, and I'm sure the cat was just fine, but it looked vicious. You can't do that with dogs. Yeah. Danny Epson Salt says, "I'll bet Lily laughs like Mike S. Miller." I can't. How does Mike laugh? I forget now. I need to see Mike's face. Oh, it goes like this. That's Mike's laugh. Brian Prather says they shit on your pillow. Cats do? My cat hasn't done that to me yet. None of your business says I'll spank her. Just say so. You guys want to beat my cat? I don't know. Yeah. Johnny and Clee goes. Oh, it's funny. Mayfeld Juke says EVS get redundant internet services. One goes down, the other may stay up. I'm gonna have to, yeah. I don't like this. I really don't like it. Like I'm trying to like research something and I can't find it because I don't have any internet access. It pisses me off. Like like I was so happy to upload a video. When I saw that it was uploading, I was like, yes, thank goodness. Sketch Therapy says, "Hail Cecil, hail Caesar." Oh, thanks, Sketch. Yeah. And the thing about it is that I've got to get my computer together because, we're not going to be able to live stream the same way at the end of this month. Like, I actually have to learn how to use OBS. It's going to be for real. The show is going to be for real. I'm going to have like text streaming at the bottom of the. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to coincide OBS with the release of Rainbow Brute. Because then I could do all kinds of advertising for Rainbow Brute. Like, I mean, it could be badass. I think you could probably sell more comics using OBS because you don't. I like ordinarily when I'm doing a live stream, I have to talk about something. No, I could just like run ads while I'm talking about other things. God, the possibilities are endless. If only I wasn't such a boomer, I would have done this by now. Yeah. Christian Chad says the sidebar is only giving me Peppa Pig and kitty toy reviews as recommends. I thought this was a high tea channel. What the F YouTube? Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. Some other people are complaining about that. Uh, do they monitor what I watch? Because I'll always give my iPad over to Ava, and Ava watches Peppa Pig, and she watches kitty toy reviews. Are they basing what they're recommending to you based on what my account looks at? Because that doesn't make any sense. Is that what they're doing? Okay. Blackguard 4 says, "How confused do you think normies will be when they release a trailer for this? Do you think the general audience will reject this on its face?" I think they're gonna think it's pretty funny. It is funny. So the movie itself is gonna have to have a sense of humor, and I think that people are going to. I don't know. People going to keep watching MCU movies that are increasingly feminist, and I don't think so. No, you know. Yeah. Yeah, kitty vids on next. Same here, same here. Well, that's what I'm saying. Anything from your Google history will base your ads off of that. Well, that explains it. Ava sits there, she'll grab my iPad and she's just like, she watches Peppa Pig. She knows she's 3 years old. She knows how to use this iPad. She knows how to find what she wants to watch. You know, I can't believe they recommend you guys. So wait a second. If I were watching disgusting, sexually perverted stuff on YouTube, not that there's much disgusting, sexually perverted stuff on YouTube, but let's say that I was. If I was watching like, I don't know, butt massage videos. What if I was watching videos about how to do sensual ass massage, and that's all I watched? Would that be coming up next on the playlist? Because I'm gonna start watching sensual ass massage videos all the time so that you guys can learn how to rub some ass. I think that'd be good. Like coming up next. Oh, how great. Foot fetish videos. Matt Becker says, I'm gonna draw so much fan porn of this Thor movie. A lot of people will. A lot of people will. You can expect that. DLS Master says, heads up warning, Google's getting rid of Google Hangouts. I know, dude. He says sometime in 2020. No, they're getting rid of it in August. Let's see. Take the Red Pill says you have a 10-minute cute kitten video and 2 cartoons in your playlist. Is that, are they shadow banning me, or is that, I don't know. We're getting a lot of giant food recommendations too. Really? I don't watch videos like that. I'll watch the Food Network, and I'll watch that guy with the, like, the blonde goatee going around eating, like, amazing food. God, that's just awesome. I'm like, why don't I have good places like this? You know, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to this guy. This place makes the best crawfish sandwiches ever. I'm like, well, I don't know where to get a crawfish sandwich. Adrian Stone says, EVS, I'm working on an OBS brand concept as of writing this. I'll keep you posted. Well, Adrian, come over and help me hook it up. You know, I don't know how to do it. I gotta learn. I don't want to learn anything. FP Sunny tells me to get on the dark net and watch all the degeneracy you want. I don't know what degeneracy is on the dark net. I don't really want to know. You know, I'd be honest with you. I'm not really into it. Steps in Gold says, have you heard of Bull Streck? He makes vids on SJW's ruining Doctor Who and other sci-fi shows. No, I've never heard of him, but I love it. Monkey D Camp says, when are you selling Uncle Ethan's refreshing bath water? Ew. I saw that. Yeah, that was disturbing. That was highly disturbing. That showed absolute contempt for the human race. That showed contempt for the human race. Is tomorrow Monday? Tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to finally get my Cyberfrog book. I can't wait. I'm going to pick them up. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I want to go get my Cyberfrog book. I just want to read it. I'll show it to you guys. Get 250 copies of it. Cyberfrog water. Ew. Porgs Look Tasty says, I get the little kids recommends on Tug and Yellow Flash's streams too. They are definitely okay. So it's YouTube that's doing this, because I don't think Yellow Flash has any kids. We all know that Tug does, but I would assume if you're getting recommends for kids videos, it's because that's what's always on my iPad. You know, Ava just steals my iPad and watches. She watches like ABC. She likes the Dave and Ava cartoons. Those people must make so much money. They do these computer animated Dave and Ava cartoons. Here's the thing, by the way. On YouTube, there are public domain songs. And these songs become hits to children, and then everyone covers them. Everyone who, you know how like pop culture guys like me, Yellow Flash, all these guys, we all kind of cover the same topics. Geeks and gamers, world class bullshitters. We all kind of cover the same topics, but we each put our own spin on it because it's whatever's in the news. Well, if you watch enough like Kitty TV on YouTube, you'll see they have their own songs, and I guess they're in the public domain, and I've never heard of them anywhere else. But everyone on YouTube, everyone who makes money making content of like CG animation with music for kids, they all cover the same songs. Like Baby Shark is huge. I'd never heard Baby Shark before. It goes Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark. And then it goes Mommy Shark, Daddy Shark, Grandma Shark, Grandpa Shark. And I was like, this is a weird thing. Now, all of the kiddie channels on YouTube that do CG animation for kids, they all cover Baby Shark, but do it their own way. And there are a bunch of videos like this. There's a really weird one. There's a weird song that, like, it's disturbing. It's like, Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. And the father goes, eating sugar. And the kid goes, no, Papa. And then the father goes, telling lies. No, Papa. And then the father goes, open your mouth. And the kid opens his mouth, and it's full of wet, saliva-drenched sugar. And the kid goes, ha, ha, ha. This is not American. I don't know where this came from. This song came from somewhere in the former Soviet Union. It's the weirdest song. Like, why is the kid eating sugar in the middle of the night? Cubes of sugar. That's not, no American kid wakes up and eats sugar cubes. And then the dad's like, are you eating sugar? And he's like, no. Like, are you telling lies? The kid's like, uh-uh. And then he's like, open your mouth. And the kid's mouth is full of melted sugar cubes. And the dad goes, and he goes, ha, ha, ha. What are you laughing at? You're going to get a whipping now. You woke up, you ate sugar. What are you, some kind of rat? You come downstairs and you eat sugar? You get in the sugar cubes, you bastard? And then you lie to me about it, and then you laugh when I catch you? Go get my belt. It's infuriating. And I'm telling you something, every single channel covers that same song. They all do it. They all do the eating. Where did this song come from? I never heard it. I swear to God, it's from some Borat country. And it's all over American YouTube now. I guess there is no American YouTube, you know. Horrible. Ava watches it all the time. I know it's affecting her, you know. Achura77 says, not only am I getting repeated unsubscribed from you and others, I'm getting subscribed to channels I've never heard of before. That's weird. Byron Prather goes, Nazi Shark. Yeah, they didn't do that. They didn't do Nazi Shark. They didn't do that. You know, they could have. Yeah, that eating sugar. I hate that song. I really hate it. Why is he eating sugar? And why wouldn't you whip the kid? And there are other songs like that. I can't think of any right now, but there's one where it goes, and this one's another weird one that must have come from like some former Soviet bloc. Well, it shows a bunch of bunnies passed out, and they go, "They're so still. Are they ill? No, wake up, bunnies." Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. And then they pass out again like they're dead. And they go, they're so still. Are they ill? What do you mean, are they ill? What kind of crap is that? They're sleeping. Why would you think they're sick? When bunnies get sick, they have wet tail. They get diarrhea. It's pretty easy to tell when a bunny's ill. The big difference between a sick bunny and a sleeping bunny. Mr. CPU goes, go watch Rat Boy Genius. Do it now. All right. Rat Boy Genius. I mean, damn it. And I got to protect my kid, It's like, I'm like, stop it with all this foreign weirdo thought. Like, this is weird. This is foreign. American kids do not assume that a bunny is ill just because it's sleeping. It's so dumb. What am I talking about? I got 1,554 people watching. What the hell am I telling you people? Yeah. No, I know about Elsa. I know about the Elsa Gate thing. It's weird. It's more weirdness on YouTube. Hop, little bunnies. Hop, hop, hop. Armoron says, yeah, what the hell, Ethan? Sorry, guys. They just let these people put whatever they want on there. And, all of them are chasing content, just like we are. If there's a story about female Thor, we're all going to do it because, people really like to watch woke cringe videos. And me and Zach got so excited about this. When we heard that, like, the plans for the MCU Phase 4, I actually messaged him like, oh my God, dude, we're going to be so busy. It's going to be great. We're going to make a lot of videos. And the other thing about it is it's great because we can just contrast, what they're doing with Rainbow Brute. It's like, yeah. Over here, this is perfectly timed. Over here, they're taking all of our male characters and making them into, woke female, feminist, cringe characters. Well, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it good. We're going to take all of their female characters and make them male. Rainbow Brute, Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears, Munchie Chi. We're going to take them all, and we're going to make them badass high tea. My Little Pony is going to become My Girthy Stallion. You know, it's like we're taking all of their awful twee crap and we're making it high tea for a new generation of men who are sick and tired of female Thor and Ray and who else? I don't know. Yeah. And it's going to be great because we'll have something to, the people will be like, I get it. I understand why you're doing this. I understand why. Hop, little bunny, hop, hop, hop. Yeah, they're sending me stuff. Zach sent me over this thing about Ethan Nicole, who did is it Ethan Nicole or Ethan Nickel? Uh, I can't show you any of this. It sucks. He's the creator of Axe Cop. Axe Cop is a pretty cool comic. He's a dad. He's got a 5-year-old son. He's like, you know what? You tell me a story and I'm going to illustrate it, straight up. And the kid's like, all right, my story's about a cop, but, he doesn't have a sidearm. He has an axe, and he takes care of problems with an axe. A pretty effective thing. So, it's like this guy, he lets his son tell the story of Axe Cop and he illustrates it straight up. Is a genius. It was absolutely genius. So I don't know. He's trying to self-publish a book on Amazon. Everyone always says, "Why don't you guys just stop?" Here's what they say. They say, "Why can't you guys just stop doing Indiegogo campaigns and instead just sell your books on Amazon?" And I'm like, well, for a bunch of reasons, but I'll think about it. One day I'll sell my books on Amazon. Well, no, because Ethan Nicole is trying to sell his comics on Amazon. It isn't working. Axe Cop creator self-publishes Bears Want to Kill You and learns that Amazon wants to kill self-publishers. Trenchard 1375 says the Axe Cop cartoon went woke. Did it really? I didn't know there was an Axe Cop cartoon. I hope it didn't go woke. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Amazon wants to kill self-publishers. This guy just wants to publish books warning people about bears. Axe Cop creator and comics writer Ethan Nicole has been working on a passion project warning against the dangers of all things Earthsign for years now in the form of a webcomic of Bearmageddon. Now, I am somebody who has been personally impacted by bear violence. Many of you know this. I was attacked by a bear in the year 2001. Was literally mauled by a bear. I survived, barely. In 2018, Nicole launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund the creation of a book collecting of bear-themed memes. A lot of people are saying, "What? You guys didn't know that?" I was attacked by a bear in 2001. I've told you this story like at least once. No scars. Here it is. I lived in Woodstock, New York. I lived in the mountains. Actually, I lived in a town called Big Indian. Big Indian. It wasn't PC. And there was no lights. I was dragging my garbage out in the snow at 2 a.m, pitch black, feeling my way to the curb. And there was a bear, a big giant, was it a black bear? Black bear eating the garbage of my neighbor. It's in the garbage. I couldn't see him. I heard him rustling. And then I heard him coming at me. And he charged me and knocked me down. And I fell into the snow. How big was he? He was pretty big. He was the size of a Barcalounger, I would say. So just imagine if somebody threw a Barcalounger at you. You'd be pretty pissed. And then if somebody threw a Barcalounger at you and you fell in the snow, and it like ran over you. And that's what he did. He ran over me like a VW bug, and then he ran up the mountain behind my house. And so there was an article in Wizard Magazine about it in 2001. If somebody has a complete collection of Wizard magazines, you might find the article that lets you know that Ethan Van Sciver was mauled by a bear. Yeah. I didn't know what hit me. I was like, what the fuck? Like lying in the snow. Like, what happened? And then I was like, oh my God, I was just attacked by a bear. It's crazy. Yeah. So in any case, I'm fully aware. Yeah, go check the Wizards from around 2001, 2002. I think it's probably 2001. You'll find it. A little article. All right, so I sympathize with this, and I appreciate Ethan Nicole's work, and letting people know, letting people know. He's got bear themed memes, guidelines, and helpful PSAs he's made over the years to combat the bear menace. Oh. Dark Saber Force, thanks for $5. Natalie wanted to quit Thor after Patty was fired. Talked crap about Star Wars and Marvel, and now wants back in. Very peculiar. Akuma says, was he a bear as in a hairy gay man? Jeez, I hope not. I hope not, because he ran up the mountain behind that. I don't know. I hate to think there are hairy gay men living in the mountain behind my house. Yeah, it would make some sense, though. All right. So the Kickstarter was funded in a day, and the book Bears Want to Kill You was self-published in May. But when Nicole started selling bears on Amazon, he started encountering all sorts of issues. Customer service was basically non-existent. When I had trouble, there was no help, he said. Damn you, Amazon. It's been a very strange experience. I self-published to get away from the gatekeepers in the publishing industry, only to find Amazon has its own form of gatekeeper. At least if you have a publisher, they'll answer emails and stuff. The first big setback came when Nicole called on his Kickstarter backers to leave good reviews for Bears on Amazon. The stream of positive reviews for the book apparently kicked up a firewall of sorts for submitting reviews for the book. They stonewalled my reviews and ignored my emails, proving the reviews were not fake, he said. They cut me off and made it so only verified buyers could review the books. So my biggest fans and my most dedicated and most willing reviewers were locked out and unable to review my book. This is an outrage. Poor Ethan. Poor Ethan. Yeah, come to Indiegogo, Ethan Nicole, of course. And just then, just as he was set to launch his own self-funded book tour to promote the release, Nicole got more bad news from the retailer. Right as I was leaving for the East Coast on my expensive trip, Amazon sent an automated message saying I was in some sort of violation. I tried to appeal and respond and take care of it, but got no response. And just after this final interview, just as he was launching his book tour, Amazon took the paperback down from its site. This sounds like a fucking nightmare. I'm not doing this. He says, I spent hours on the phone because they had cut me off from being able to contact customer service. This sounds worse than Russia. Disabling it in my account, Nicole recalled. About 2 weeks after my promotional tour, they sent a final email that was very cold and abrupt, saying that my book would not be sold on Amazon and they would not be answering any further emails on the subject. They never gave an explanation for why they took my book down. Here's a picture of the message they got from Amazon. Hello. We reviewed your account and the information you provided, and we've decided that you may not list the products at the end of this email. We may not even respond to further emails about this issue. Sincerely, the seller performance team at Amazon.com. This is bullshit. Dark Saber Force, thanks for $10. I really wish Ingrid Bolso Berdal from Cold Prey and Armistice from Westworld was Valkyrie and female Thor. She's Nordic, very beautiful, and underused as an actress. Well, that would be that would make too much sense. It would make too much sense. Joanne Peeler says, is that his real voice? Yes. That's exactly what he sounded like in the typed letter that I read in my head. Joanne, in my head, that's what he sounded like. Nicole took a screenshot of the message and posted it on Twitter. The post got some traction, he said, and generated a couple of days of great book sales on his website. Then, a week or so later, out of the blue, Nicole said he got an email from Amazon saying that a paperback copy of Bears had sold. I checked the site and my book was back up on the store for sale. He said, no explanation, no message from Amazon. The last message I got from them literally says they will never sell my book, and now it's being sold. I still don't know if I have interacted with a real human being at any point in the process. At this point, Bears is back up and available for sale again on Amazon. But is this the end of the torment? Will the automated overlord of Amazon strike again? Hard to say. That's the disheartening thing, says Nicole. Nobody has told me it is sorted out and I can rest easy. The book is selling steadily on Amazon now, but it's incalculable how many sales I lost because of the horrible timing that they took the book down. The book could be taken down at any moment. I really don't know what's going on. It's like being in a relationship with a manipulative, controlling psychopath. Thank you, Ethan Nicole. What a wonderful article. That's why those of you who are like, hey, Why won't you work? How come it's Indiegogo? Why wouldn't you just do Amazon.com? That's why. That's why. Samurai Vader suggests that maybe it was Nasir who hacked the system. I don't think Nasir did. I got to be honest with you. Yeah. He could have, but I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. The whole San Diego Comic-Con was absolutely embarrassing. It was terrible. The only good announcement from DC Comics, and DC Comics apparently didn't even really have a booth. Is this what I hear? DC was trying to save a little money. They just sort of co-opted a little space at the Warner's booth. Oh, God, it's so sad. DC Comics used to have a huge presence there. But the only real, thing that they announced was Jim Lee and Bendis working on Legion of Superheroes together. That's about it. That was the big DC announcement that I picked up. And then Dan DiDio saying, "Stop buying our reprints and buy our new stuff. It's a failure on our part." Trencher 1375 says, "Nasir's power is not unlimited." A lot of people seem to think it is. A lot of people seem to think that Nasir can do anything. And for those of you who think that, uh, for those of you who think that, I mean, I would just try to convince you otherwise. Yeah. Miguel Flores says Wookiees are gay. I have seen no evidence of that. I don't know why you would say Wookiees are gay. Based on what? Every Wookiee that I've seen has been in a loving, heterosexual marital relationship. And they have children. I've only seen one Wookiee, and it's Chewbacca, but he's married to Mala, and he has Itchy and Lumpy in his house. Itchy and Lumpy. And Lumpy's real name is Lumpa Wazoo. Did you guys know that? They call him Lumpy for short, but Lumpy's real name is Lumpa Wazoo, I believe. That's his full name. Lumpy Wazoo Baka. Yeah. A lot of people miss Nasir, it seems like. Do you guys want me to get Nasir in here? Lumpoporu. Yeah. Can't really say that too easily. It's not easy. Hewitt Gack says Zoe Quinn on Adam's Family. Yes. Yeah, it is pretty weird. Zoe Quinn is continuing to work in comics. She's going to be doing. Everyone's saying no to Nasir. No. Okay. I thought you guys seemed like you wanted Nasir in here. Everyone is saying no. 2 people said yes. No one else. Some people are still saying, why are there kid videos in my recommends? We think it's some form of YouTube shadow banning. It's what is with all the dirty tricks, YouTube? Why have dirty tricks? My content is clean as the driven snow. Well, because I complain a little bit about crazy feminists? Everyone does. I'm just giving voice to the huddled masses. You don't have to trick people. You don't have to put kitty videos for unwrapping eggs. What do? They unwrap toy eggs and they show you what's inside. I'm going to do a video like that where I just unwrap surprise eggs. Darksaber 4 says, Google Ingrid Boslow Burdell, everyone. Really wish she was more well known. Downshift says, not a fan of Nasir, but don't like how he went out with the dressing down by John. Yeah, John Malin let him have it. I try to have mercy on everyone. I don't know what half of this people are like, this guy's out there talking smack. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't follow any of it. And then they go, surely you know, Ethan. Surely you know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Very busy. I precious little time for internet drama. I have a little bit of time for it, but not that much. Like I'm not following it, Kyle Weaver, thanks for $2. I appreciate that donation. I don't have that much time for internet drama. I went back and listened to John Malin yelling at Nasir though, and I have to say it was pretty funny. This the part of me that loves Howard Stern really like I love the shows that get over dramatic. I don't want to see drama on other people. I want to handle it. Let me handle the drama. I'll control it. You know. Nomad Comics says, "Have me on the stream instead. I'm way better," and then blows me a kiss. Thank you, Nomad Comics. But yeah, Jersey Dolphin says Stern is an ass now. I heard, you know what? I turned on Howard Stern last week, and I was driving around listening to him, and it was great to hear him. And it seems like that show's never going to die. But Howard Stern was talking about having sex with pop stars, like with musicians. He's like, why can't I have sex with people with talent? And he's like, and he was being like really like gross. He was using gross terms for sex. He's like, I got a Blumpkin from Dolly Parton. And it's like every every pop star he named was like 70 years old. I was like, no, you didn't, you know. And you're too old to be talking like that. Like, you don't talk like that now. You're old. You're an elder statesman of radio. Don't talk about getting Blumpkins. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. James Kerr, thanks for $1. Actually, I did. I thought it was pretty funny. You know. Brian M says cringing. Yeah. Cringy. It is. That's what it is. It's cringy. You're like, stop. Like, you're not 25 anymore. I like it when Howard Stern talks about how rich he is. And how, like, I like that. I like hearing about his lifestyle. And that he just wants to play chess. Miguel, I can relate to that. Miguel Flores, thanks for $5, says Leia somehow always knew she was Luke's sister, even when she gave him some action on Hoth in front of Han. P.S. Wookiees are rebel scum. Yeah, I know. Yeah, come on. She kissed him to make Han jealous. You don't do that. Like, you don't use your brother for that. If you know that's your brother, you don't do that. Doesn't make any sense. Liam Thompson, wow, thanks for $10, says, any thoughts on the new Marvel Switch game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, made by a Japanese developer, impatiently waiting for Blood Honey and the Vampirella collab? Thanks, Ethan. Oh, cool. Thank you for supporting both of those. I appreciate it. Marvel Switch game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I don't have any. Liam, Liam, I'm an old man. I know. People, by the way, this happens all the time. Like, people go, what? You're 44. You sound like you're 25. No, I'm just really immature. But I'm 44. I don't play video games as much as I used to. And by the way, I'm glad that I don't, because when I first got an Xbox 360, this is how old I am, Liam. Liam, I got an Xbox 360 in 2004. Okay. And I started playing it, and I was addicted to it because I was with the Russians, and I was fighting World War II. It was Call of Duty 2 or 3. I was in the snow fighting the Nazis. I lived in that world. That game actually made me tense. I was like, oh no, I was a coward in that game. No, it was 2004. I'm positive it was 2004. Yeah. 360 in 2004. I'm sure of it. I'm sure because are you saying it was 2005? I think it was 2004. And by the way, when I got it, it was already old. Like, other people already had it. Why are you saying 2005? All right, maybe all right, fine. 2005. No, it was 2000. All right, maybe it was 2005. It was right after MegaCon Orlando. And I went out and like in the middle of the night, and I bought an Xbox 360, and I was playing those games, and I was a coward. I was in the trenches, hiding, afraid to come out. I wanted to wait until the fire died down, like it was ever going to die down. Agent Jeremy says, "Don't listen to them, Uncle E." Yeah. Stickman said, "Man up and kill something, boy." Yeah. No, it wasn't Xbox 360. I promise you. Matt Becker says, "Get Nasir in here and kick him." Oh, I wouldn't do that. I like Nasir. That's the sad thing about it. I actually really like Nasir. I was sad that he kind of fell out with everybody. He fell out with everybody. I liked him. He was just bothering me. He kept calling me all the time. Eric S says, "What has Mike Miller done now?" What did Mike do? I don't know. I don't think Mike did anything. Matt Becker says, "You're thinking of your weight in 2004, 360 pounds." Oh, that's so goddamn clever. Well, that was a total slam. That was fantastic. Headrock says, "I like Nasir," said no one. No, I liked him. Hey, Beatnik, how can it be? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was 2006. Why do I remember it as 2004? It might have been 2006. Did you see the video of Buzz Aldrin punching the reporter? I did, but I feel like I'd seen it before. Did he do it again? The dude came up to him and said, "You're a liar and a whatever," and Buzz Aldrin punched him. I've seen Buzz Aldrin punch reporters before for the very same thing. He doesn't like to be questioned about walking on the moon. The guy's like, "Swear on this Bible. Swear on this Bible that you walked on the moon, sir. Swear on the Bible. Sir, swear on the Bible." Spritz Car says, "Nasir deserved the beatdown at this crucial time in his life. Without that dressing down, you know what he would have grown up to become." Mike Miller. What's with everybody being down on Mike Miller tonight? Why is everybody down on Mike? Vader's First Ghost says, "Uncle Lee, I'm also 44 years old and call you uncle." Sure, if you want to. You can call me Ethan. You don't have to call me Uncle Ethan. Moon landing was fake and gay, says Ray from New Jersey. You know. No, I mean, here's the thing about that was so obnoxious. Like, this guy's like, "Swear on this Bible. Swear on this Bible that you walked on the moon. Swear." Now, this is something that atheists do. Like, that guy doesn't believe in the Bible. Like, that guy doesn't believe in the Bible. He's like, "Here's something that I completely don't respect at all, but I think that you do with your stupid backwards superstitions. And I know I can get you to, I can manipulate you by commanding you to put your hand on this Bible. Because if you don't, you're going to go to hell, right? If you lie while putting your hand on the Bible, you're going to go to hell, right? That's what you simpletons believe, correct? So put your hand on this Bible and swear that you landed on the moon." F you, dude. I cannot stand that kind of atheist. Atro77 says, "You're only a couple of years older than me, so you're not old. Because if you're old, I'm old, and I'm not that old. F that and F Mike." A lot of people saying F Mike Miller tonight. What did Mike do something on Twitter, or what do I need to know? Mark C says, "Mike has been in a Twitter spat with War Campaign." Oh yeah. I know. Ro Kabir Kumar's here. He says, "Hail Caesar victorious." Thank you, Ro. It's good to see you. Yeah, I've seen Mike get into a Twitter spat with War Campaign. I had to talk with Mike. I don't mind telling you, I had to talk with Mike in private about this. Mike is like, I saw Mike going, "CG only is anti-Comicsgate. Change my..." Why am I doing the list with Mike, the soy voice? Mike said, "CG only is anti-Comicsgate. It's against Comicsgate's principles. Change my mind." I got that from Crowder. And I said to him in private, I said, "Mike," because I'm not going to embarrass Mike in public. I'm not going to do that. So I said to Mike in private, I said, "Mike, Comicsgate only is not anti-Comicsgate, and you have no right to tell those guys that it is." And he's like, "Well, I thought Comicsgate was about inviting more people." No, what are you, a hippie? This is not free to be you and me. What is this whole thing like? A Comicsgate should be outreach and say, no, it isn't. That's not the primary purpose of Comicsgate. And no, do not outreach. Do not reach out to other professionals and say, "Do you want to be a part of Comicsgate?" Nothing is going to go worse. Nothing could possibly go worse. Have a worse outcome than that. Kyle Weaver says, "Did you end your reading Fantastic Four comics? I can't wait to see another horrible film version." of my favorite comic series, Hail John Byrne. It might be good. It might be good. I said, dude, here's the thing, Mike. They're customers. Understand? They're not you. They have a little thing called CG only, which means this group of customers is saying they only want to buy Comicsgate comics. You're a hot dog salesman. You're a guy selling hot dogs. They're people who eat hot dogs, and they're saying, we only want all beef hot dogs. We don't want no chicken or turkey hot dog shit. We want all beef hot dogs. That's all we're going to buy. Now, you can either, sell all beef hot dogs if you want their money, or you cannot and go fuck yourself. But you don't tell them that they're not allowed to demand only Comicsgate properties. That's their right as the customer, Mike. Understand? He's like, I understand, but I still think it's anti-Comicsgate. I'm like, then you don't understand. You didn't understand a word I said. It's not anti-Comicsgate. Comicsgate's a customer movement. We're professionals. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make money by listening to the customers. So it's exactly the opposite of an anti-Comicsgate movement. It is anti-Comicsgate for you to tell the customers what they can and cannot prefer and the products that they want to purchase. Now, do you understand? He said, and I said, and good news, I am Comicsgate, so it means they're going to buy my stuff. So I like CG only. I like them. Thank you. Yeah. No, you know what? I took out all of my Fantastic Four comics, all of them, and I'm going to be reading them. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to be reading all of my Jack Kirby Fantastic Four comics. Rastock says, if he throws over all of Comicsgate over War Campaign, saves me money. If he throws over all of Comicsgate over War Campaign. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. War Campaign, look, where War Campaign is, War Campaign is like a bunch of different people. It's not where there are War Campaign campaigners who are actively bothering people. They should stop. They should stop bothering people. But War Campaign, for the most part, just seems like a bunch of customers that are, having a good time, and they've got their own show and they're making memes based on a lot of people that are pretty heinous. I hate to say it. A couple of the people that they do memes on, they deserve to be memed. They are pretty nasty individuals. Some of them aren't. There are good people there too. There are good people there, but some of them are pretty nasty. And I don't want to tell them what to do. I just don't believe in it. But I would like people to behave themselves. CG only. Yeah. The memes must flow. Well, I mean, look, memes do kill people, from what I understand. Memes are dangerous. Memes kill. Yeah. DJ Kong says, please don't lick your Fantastic Four comics. The OCD collector in me can't take it. I won't lick them. I like them. Macho Man says, just tell Mike what to do. You know what? Honestly, I have to tell Mike what to do. I have to. I have to. He keeps doing weird stuff. He keeps saying weird things and he keeps doing weird things. I have to. Doesn't have to listen to me. In fact, he makes it a point to not listen to me. And that's the way it goes. Benjamin Beltran says War Campaign are SJW. I don't know if they're for social justice. I don't know if War Campaign is fighting for social justice, honestly, using dishonest tactics to enforce, stereotypes based on gender, sexuality, etc. I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're SJWs. New member says, welcome, or new member. We got a new member. His name is XX0DeathXX. Thank you for joining the channel. Appreciate you. Kyle Weaver says, here's another $5 for me failing to proofread my last super chat. Hey, I proofread on the fly, Kyle, but thank you for another $5. I appreciate it. Yeah. By the way, thank you to everyone who is joining this channel. I think that now we are over 500 members. I think that let me double check, but I think Zero Death just pushed us over 500 members. If you haven't joined the channel yet and would like to, I think that you should. There's a little join button next to the subscribe button. join the channel, man. Get access to all of these insane and awesome emojis. Turn your name green. Get a soy boy button right next to your name that's going to change every month. Every month that you stay a subscriber, you will find that your badge changes to show your loyalty to this channel. And I definitely appreciate you. Sadie Bella's here. She says, I guess I'm very late. Hello, all. Hello, Sadie. It's not your fault. This was kind of a weird stream, and it continues to be a weird stream. You know, it was a zombie stream because I lack proper Wi-Fi right now. But for some reason, it's letting me stay on and talk. Liam Thompson says, Fantastic Four going all black. Yeah, that wouldn't bother me. That'd be okay. You know, that's fine. Indy 500 fan says, talk to Yellow Flash about Mike S. Miller. I've heard what Yellow Flash has to say about it on the topic. Yeah. You know, I said this, and I'll say it again. Like, I'm not going to get into it. It's too negative. Justin Ward says, badge of Vag. That would be cool if I actually made a Vag badge. No, it wouldn't. Let's see. What if they did Fantastic Four, but all little people? If they did like a midget Fantastic Four, I would think that'd be pretty cool. I would like to see an all midget Fantastic Four, to be honest with you. Miguel Flores says, thank your fans by singing some Butter Song before you log off. P.S. The Confederacy will rise again. Should I sing? I don't know, because I'd have to bring my keyboard over here. It'd be too hard. It'd be too much. Kuzmeti is here. Matt Becker says, you're going to say it. No, I've said it before. I don't need to say it over and over again. You guys, I mean, this is the thing. I have lectures that I give to Comicsgaters just to make them, remind them and let them understand, what's going on here. Because Comicsgate is such a cool thing that, if you're a part of Comicsgate, you find that you feel pretty secure here. Hey, thank you, Edgar Tarley. Edgar Tarley, for joining the channel. Appreciate you. But the SJW world outside is pretty bleak. It's still pretty unkind, Matt Becker says, okay, remind me. Matt Becker really wants to hear it. Okay, here's what I will say. Here's the lecture that I give. People who are like, I'm not Comicsgate, really. I'm Comicsgate adjacent. I'm kind of like Comicsgate, but in principle, in part, but really I'm just this over here, more doing my own thing. But I don't really accept all of. Okay, well, I'm glad you feel like you have the luxury to say that. In reality, Comicsgate is a label that's placed upon you forcibly by SJWs. Okay, it doesn't matter what you say. You can say that you're Comicsgate. You can say that you're not Comicsgate. The only reason that you feel like you have the freedom to say that is because Comicsgaters are fighting so hard on your behalf, against social justice warriors, so that you feel that you have the option to be Comicsgate or not. In reality, if you walked away from Comicsgate today and never had anything to do with any of us again, most of these people, it wouldn't make a difference. Social justice warriors would say, that dude is Comicsgate. Even people who have never embraced the label Comicsgate, if they're conservative, they're Comicsgate. SJWs force this label on you. You don't really have a choice unless you actually make it a choice. If you make it a choice, that really bothers SJWs. If you say, I am Comicsgate, if you wear a t-shirt that says Comicsgate, I'm Comicsgate, if you wear it proudly, if you announce that you're Comicsgate proudly and accept it, then that actually bothers them, and that's you actually taking it into your own hands and being free, owning it. Own it. Make it mean something good, because it's going to get hung around your neck anyway, whether you like it or not. You can't. SJWs don't make these distinctions that you want them to on your behalf. They don't like you. SJWs want you dead. They want your kids starving. and they want you thrown out into the street. They want your entire family thrown out, and then they think it's funny. Again, that's who SJWs are. They're not going to sit there and go, this guy, well, he's not really Comicsgate. He's just kind of Comicsgate adjacent. He's not really Comicsgate. Or this guy, he was Comicsgate, but then he rejected Comicsgate, so suddenly he deserves a lot of respect. The reason why you're Comicsgate in the first place is because you're Comicsgate. They assigned it to you. They called you that. They made you that. They threw you out of the industry. You became unemployable, unable to work. That's why you're Comicsgate. Willow 2, Willow reboot for the little people, says Cracklin. Cecil says, Cecil's here. He says, Graveyard Shift 2, Jawbreakers 2, Offworlder, back them. Yeah, absolutely back those comics. So, you know, I mean, that's the thing. There's no such thing in the real world outside of this, you know, this lovely oasis of normies and comics. The real world doesn't allow you to make those distinctions. Indeed, Doug Tenepel and Billy Tucci did a crowdfunding comics panel at San Diego Comic-Con, and you know what happened? Neither of those guys, both of those guys have kind of rejected the label Comicsgate. That's not who we are. That's not. It doesn't matter. SJWs, you know, attacked San Diego Comic-Con and said, why are you hosting a Comicsgate panel? There was nobody on that panel that accepted the label Comicsgate. None of them. And how sad is it that like that gets thrown at you anyway? You have no choice. Stand up and fight. Join the movement. Stand up and fight. Join. Become an army. Become an army against these people. Why would you want to go solo? You go solo and you get bowled over. You get knocked over. Why wouldn't you get in this lifeboat and row? Why? DJ Nutsack says, why not start your own publishing company? I'm not interested in that. I've got a little imprint. You know, that's about it. I'm not there yet. Don Palmera says Mike is non-binary in his alliances. It's 2019, man. Matt Becker says, preach the gospel of Ehe. All right, well, that's what I do. Join us. You know that thing, that snake that says join or die? Yes. You might disagree. You might disagree about some things. You're going to find that like the state of the comic book industry right now is not friendly to you. No matter what you've done, no matter how much money you've raised in a crowdfund, they're not friendly to you. They want to kill you. They literally want to kill you. So why wouldn't you be a part of a movement, a growing movement, an army of customers, fans, of professionals who together scare the living piss out of SJWs? Comicsgate scares them. Comicsgate adjacent doesn't mean anything to them. Comicsgate actually scares them. What we do scares them. Strength in numbers. And we can have little disagreements here or there, but just a reminder. It's like if you feel you have the luxury to decide whether you're Comicsgate or not, that must be lovely for you. In your little world, that must be lovely for you. Go back out into reality. Go back into reality and try to cope with these people and say, I'm not Comicsgate. Yes, you are. You are Comicsgate. We don't like you. Choose to fight. Stand up. Join or be soy, says Bears Deno 007. 100%. Absolutely. Stop fighting with other Comicsgaters. Stop denying them. Stop fighting with them because you don't like everything that they say or do. You know. And I said this at the beginning of this stream. It's like I don't need Comicsgate. I mean, my goodness, you know, it's like I've already accepted that I'm Comicsgate because, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, I announced I was Comicsgate back in February of 2018. I said I'm Comicsgate, and everybody freaked the hell out. The DC Comics, everybody freaked out. but it was just something I couldn't deny. I'm Comicsgate. This is happening. I see it now. New member. Hey, welcome, Mike Murphy. Thanks for joining. You know, I see it now. So I became Comicsgate, and I guess I'll always be Comicsgate. But do I need to do this? Do I need to constantly try to keep everybody together, keep fighting, keep this movement going? I mean, no, I don't. I could go my own way. I promise you, I could be on this channel. I could talk about whatever I wanted to talk about, and probably still sell Cyberfrog and make a lot of money. Just doing my comics. But that's not what I want to do with my life. I chose to not do that with my life. I chose to make my life about something bigger, a cause that I believe in. Because I saw what these people are doing. We just got done talking about these feminists ruining the MCU, these SJWs, these soy boys, allowing feminism to come in and destroy something that was built up so carefully. Just, these people just go, hey, nice nice movie studio. We'll take it. And they're like Mars Attacks. Nice planet. We'll take it. That's what it is. I don't want to just not fight that. I do want to fight that if I can. I do want to try to make a difference, or I want to create an alternative. You know, and by creating an alternative that works, we win. It's as simple as that. We don't have to destroy them. They're going to destroy themselves. We don't have to fight with them all the time, but we can create a successful alternative. And when we do, when John Malin's book, Graveyard Shift 2, earns more than the first one did, when Lone Star 2 makes more than the first one did, when your boy Zach's Jawbreakers 2 makes more than the first one did, that's us winning. There's just no denying it. That's us being in a very enviable position of building our own little thing, our own industry. Well, they're dying. We're growing. We're showing signs of growth. It's tremendously exciting. I hate to. I know it can be stressful, but I think there are some people who are deluding themselves by thinking they can just leave and be successful. I'm not sure that's the way it's going to work right now. Or, I mean, yeah, you can probably leave and be successful, but I mean, leave and no longer carry the weight of that label. I've thought about it a bunch of times. I've seen what happens. That's just not the way it works. You know? Yeah. Uh, VealNet says, what do you think of IndieCron opening up to non-Comicsgate independent creators? I couldn't care less. IndieCron is its own thing. I at no point did, I don't know, whatever. I just, I don't know. It doesn't strike me as, a Comicsgate thing. And it'll succeed or fail based on its own merits. If people need it, if people want it, it'll do fine. If not, it won't. But I think IndieCron did serve a valuable purpose. I mean, again, there are people that want to know about Comicsgate books. There are people who are supporting, who are specifically spending this kind of money because they want to support this movement, not necessarily because they're looking for great comics, unfortunately. Some people just want to know where they can invest their money to help fight the culture war so that there can be an industry independent of the mainstream, or the SJW converged comic book industry, whether it's mainstream or independent. So IndieCron kind of, let me amend my answer. IndieCron just opening up and deciding that they are no longer going to be an outlet, a resource, a place in which only Comicsgate books are advertised. Well, the people who are interested in supporting only Comicsgate projects no longer can use them for a resource. Anybody can advertise independent projects on Indiegogo. I still believe, and I said this at the time, I said, I don't think people go shopping. I don't think it's like Sky Mall. I don't think people go shopping to support Indiegogo projects just because the projects are good. As some people do. Some people go, oh, that's a great looking unicycle. That's a cool rocket unicycle. I've always wanted one. I didn't know I wanted one until I saw that. I want to support that rocket unicycle. But for the most part, I don't think people need a catalog of Indiegogo comics that they can support. I just don't think that's a thing. I think people do want to know about Comicsgate projects, specifically Comicsgate based projects. So, if that's not what IndieCron is, then I think IndieCron's diluting its success. And that's my opinion. But it could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody really just wants a resource to be able to identify every single independent comic or whatever, somebody's arbitrary idea of what the good independent comics on crowdfunding campaigns are. I don't know. Maybe. Why not? Yeah. Wow, I can barely even see right now. Let me put on glasses. I'm reading you guys's I'm reading the live stream like on my iPhone. Snoram11 Aru says, no, you have to have exposure before that. You build your brand and you refer them to your fundraiser. Yeah, that's kind of it. The idea that people are shopping for Indiegogo campaigns, these are expensive. I don't think people are just shopping for that. I think people decide that they want to support crowdfunding campaigns based on a number of factors. But one of the main ones is customer outreach. One of the main ones is just, a personal touch in your no-no place, which is your heart. My no-no place is my heart. So, you have to actually reach out to people. You have to give people a reason to support you. Yeah. Chris Sawyer says, Cecil, when you finally put your comic out, I've got a Ben Franklin set aside for it. Yeah, a lot of people are excited about Cecil. Cecil, by the way, is Comicsgate. I've seen Cecil just fight for Comicsgate, and then he just apologizes to me in private. He's like, did I go too far? No, Cecil, you do what you want. Cecil's awesome. Cecil says, my book gets started at 10,000 subs. I'm at 9,900 now. Is that right, Cecil? Cecil, you're at 9,900 subscribers? That's phenomenal. Hold on a second. I gotta see. You might be kidding with me. I didn't know you were that, hold on a second. Cecil says, Mr. CPU says, I was telling that Chain Coffin guy what I thought of his campaign on Twitter. Some guy told him to talk to Ikari. Good art, bad campaign. Cecil is, Cecil, it looks like he's at, yes, Cecil's at 9,901 subscribers. We need a sub drive to Cecil. Cecil says. He is only 99 subscribers away from breaking 10,000, at which point he is going to start a campaign, a crowdfunding campaign for his comic book. David Sutherland says, I supported Cyberfrog because of your YouTube channel. Yeah, I think that's right. I think, you meet me on YouTube. And I mean, that was part of the plan. I just thought, if I open up a YouTube channel and I do good content, I'm going to make a whole bunch of new fans. And then I can tell them about my comic book. I could probably sell my comic book that way. Seemed like it worked. Damajanai says, sorry, I haven't been through. I hope all is well. Hey, Damajanai, it's good to see you again. Yeah, everyone has to subscribe to Cecil. I want to see his camp. Oh, yeah, he's at 99.17 now. Guys, if you could please subscribe to Cecil, that would be phenomenal. Joe Casada is on John Malin's stream right now. Yeah. Wow. Sweet. Yeah. Checkpoint says I had to unblock Cecil first. Well, don't block Cecil. Why would you? Cecil's at 99.23 now. Crazy. Yeah. It's pronounced Cecil. It's not. It's Cecil. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it's Cecil. New King 70 says, not a fan of Cyberfolk, but I love your snark. Well, maybe you'll like Cyberfolk when you read it. Gimp Rider 66 says, okay, I just subscribed to Cecil. I know, because he's at 99,000 or 9,937 now. 9,937, 9,938. Let's get Cecil to 10,000 subscribers. We just need to get him up to 10,000. And right now he's at 62. He just needs 62 more subscribers. 62. Now he needs 61. He's at 9939, everyone. If you have not subscribed to Cecil Says, make sure to subscribe to Cecil Says, and let's get this guy where he needs to be. It's fun to like telethon someone subs. 9948 now. 9948. Let's get Cecil to 10K, everyone. Cecil 10K. Hashtag Cecil 10K. Ragmuffin says, we need more live stream auditions for artists to get information about the movement and for us to get the word out. People need to do more live streams in general. You know. Cecil's at 99.56. This is big news. I love Cecil being at 99.56. Your boy Zach's here. He says 5 figures, young lady. Yeah, we're getting Cecil to 5 figures. He's at 99.68. 99.68. Zach has just given Cecil his blessing. He wants 99.70. Zach wants to see Cecil get to 10K. Cecil 10K, everyone. What a great way to end the night. Just getting Cecil to 10,000 subscribers. 99.73. We're just 27 away, guys. You can do it. We can make this happen. We can make it happen. We're 26 people away. DJ Nutsack says, hashtag put Cecil to work. Put Cecil to work, everyone. Do it for Zach. 99.78. Almost there, Cecil. What do you think of this? 99.82. We're just 18 away. 18 away from getting Cecil to 10K. 99.85. Oh, this is just amazing. Amazing. The power of Comicsgate as Cecil. I hope my internet doesn't. 99.90. 10 away. This is great. We are 10 subscribers away now. We're up 3 people unsubscribed. You sons of bitches. 99.87. Come on, everyone. 99.95. Let's go. 5 away now. 99.99. The next person. Here it comes. 10,000. Yay, Cecil. 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to take a picture of that for you. 10,000 subscribers for Cecil Says. Amazing. Cecil 10K, everyone. Congratulations, Cecil, and thank you, everyone, for making a young boy's dream come true. And that young boy's name is Cecil. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves Cecil, but he is at 10,000 subscribers now, and that's because of you. Now he's at 10,005. It just keeps rolling. That is fantastic. A lot of people are showing Fabio. It's just like PBS. It is. We made it happen, and we did it because we love Cecil. And I love Cecil, but I love you all. I really do. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm going to let you go. I think Yellow Flash and Umbrella Guy are streaming right now. Probably a bunch of other people. It's going to be pretty entertaining. So go over there and join his channel. We've got like 1,500 people watching here right now. Everyone go over and join that Umbrella Guy and Yellow Flash on their stream, and let's just blow up their channel. Thank you for getting Cecil. Wow, where's he at now? Cecil is at 10,007 subscribers. Thank you for doing that for him. I appreciate it. Love you guys, and I will see you all again tomorrow if I'm lucky enough to get a live stream going. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.